There we go.
Get that lube.
Yo, what's the topic?
You'll explain
honey.
it. I'll explain it. It's supposed to be
Speedy
excitingly unseen.
Can somebody plug this in my server too? Hashtag shameless plugs.
Yeah. I got you. And by I got you, I mean I'll make Clint do it.
Do what?
Can you plug the stream link into the shameless plugs?
What do you mean?
What's happening?
It asks me before I want to use @everyone nowadays, dude. That's wild. Put it in shameless plugs. Alright.
Hold on. There's a problem.
Before
There's
Luigi
an
left, at
absolute
least.
unit problem.
Oh no.
They really do be like that sometimes.
Where can I change its nickname?
Let this be the day where I almost gave Nick a stroke.
I've had a lot of strokes in my life.
I can't change Downbot's nickname and I'm
God
pissed.
fucking damn it. Core. I'm pissed off.
What?
I didn't
Honey.
message.
Dana,
There we go. Delicious.
Ramzan really be here.
Is Ramzan gonna join the call? No? Yes?
No, I
Nah.
can't.
God damn it, the
Okay.
filthy slut. Okay,
Bro,
anyway.
it's 5 a.m. friend.
Sucks to be him. Great, he's here.
I mean, it does.
As you can see, the topic.
Who's
Clint, if
here?
you'd like
Let
to.
me
But
see, I gotta
anywho,
see.
anywho,
Oh.
welcome friends, family, the PC party, everyone, to the third episode of the Fuck All Fridays podcast. Today we are joined with God, aka Modern Bulbz.
What's up, fuckers?
We've got Franky, the looped lover, our blind Quolava friend.
Hey everyone, Franky here.
And we've got Reggie Edis, aka Clint Gaming, my son.
Hi.
Yeah, he's very excited, as you guys can tell. In today's
Jockey
episode,
H.
as usual, we will be having a somewhat topic of discussion. It'll probably, at some point, trail off from that.
Yep.
Great.
I expect it to eventually start doing that. But today's topic, we're going to be talking about YouTube. Everyone here is in some way, shape, or form a content creator. And fucking, if that's what you want to call us, dude, we're just fucking bunch of douchebags on the internet. And then there's Franky.
Hey,
And then Franky.
I'm probably the nicest one here.
Yeah, but
And
anywho.
and also the most oblivious.
Yeah, what we're going to be
That's pretty
doing...
jagged.
Boy. You right. But what we're going to be talking about today is what do we expect from our YouTube careers. We're going to be talking about mainly our inspirations, what inspired us to start doing YouTube, how we began and like how it went, and what we expect from ourselves in the future. And
I've always wanted to tell this story.
I would
You go
love to
first,
tell
Nick.
this story as well. I feel like this is an exciting story to talk about. But I would like to, if I may, begin this with my story. It's not a good one, but it's there. But oh, dude, that fucking music change, nut.
I know, man. That was
Holy shit.
perfect.
Anywho, it all begins honestly. Honestly, it all begins like towards the beginning of PokeTubing becoming a big thing. Like one of the biggest names out there, to me at least, I feel like was Leroy.
Yeah.
He started like he was one of the first ones I found. He was probably actually the first PokeTuber I found, and he just did walkthroughs. This was like before Nuzlockes were even a thing. That's the one thing. But
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I don't remember.
I had to search, but that's me, because I'm not a big Pokemon person.
Yeah,
You might have
exactly.
been doing some of his before Nuzlocke
But
started.
yeah, but
Or became popular at least.
yeah, but Leroy did just regular Pokemon walkthroughs, and he was really funny. I liked him. He was really funny. So he kind of made me want to just do Pokemon walkthroughs. But at the time, I want to say I was literally in like 6th or 7th grade. So that was kind of the usual, that kind of shit, whatnot. But I didn't do it because I just didn't know if Pokemon walkthroughs were really that exciting. Then I came across 2 different YouTubers at around the same time, The King Nappy and Hardy Tech Yo-Yo. Honestly, they're like, a lot of people I've met hadn't really known much about the the Team Caterpie Hardy Tech Yo-Yo, but he was the PokeTuber I watched like religiously. He did Nuzlocke. He wasn't even good at them, dude. He literally won like I think 2 Nuzlocke out of his entire time doing Pokemon, but it wasn't even because of the fact that he was like good at the game or Nuzlocke that I watched him. I watched him because like just him as a person I enjoyed. Like he was a very funny person. He was very relatable, really, and I don't know. Like he was just very real with his viewers. He was very upfront about a lot of things. His comedy, like I enjoyed it, and I really liked it. And then there's the King Nappy. Everyone knows the King. Kind of the head. When you talk about the Pokemon community, he's one of the people that people like think about. And he's just like he is just amazing. Honestly, to me, I love Nappy. Nappy's fucking awesome, dude. But he was very inspiring as well. He was he's very one of those people who doesn't take shit from anybody, and I like that. Like his confidence kind of like really inspired me too, because I wish I could be as confident as him. I wish I could.
Same.
Like it's just not gonna happen, but I wish I could. He definitely but Leroy, Hardy, Nappy, all 3 of them like really inspired me. So obviously it didn't really inspire me instantly like that, because of the fact that when I was watching all of them, I don't even think I had a laptop yet. I still just had a phone, and my OCD doesn't let me like record with a phone because it's just like triggering to me. Yeah, it's like I don't mean to shit on like people who use the phone like for recording, because like if anything, anybody who uses a phone, like I'd say more power to them, because I can't handle having like not having a computer. Like it would just kill me like mentally with OCD and stuff like that. So like Franky, you using your phone,
Yeah.
like oh my god, I don't know how you do it. I could not do it. Like,
because I have the blessing that I can't really see the camera, so I can't see how shit the screen is.
it's always back to the blind things, isn't it?
It really do be like that sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, in my case, all the time.
Yeah, but
Continue now.
But like when I got my laptop, I think it was like my 2nd or 3rd laptop, I was like, you know what? I want to try this out. I got actually the first video I recorded and uploaded is a Pokemon Showdown battle, and I was in a Skype call with 3 of my friends, one of them being young Livian, Sunny301, who's in the call, and 2 of our other friends, my friend Panda, and then my friend Nico. And we were all talking, and I was just playing Pokemon Showdown, dicking around, and I recorded it. I had gotten Wondershare from Livy, so I edited it with that, I sped it up, and I uploaded it. And it was like probably really kind of shitty, but somehow people watched it and people seemed to enjoy it, because I had a few people comment on it. I think it's still public. It might still be public, but like after that, I think the next thing I recorded was for not too long, I had a Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke going on. It was the shittiest layout I've ever seen in my life, and I'm ashamed of myself when I look at it, because I don't have it saved, because it was on my it was on my laptop, so I don't have it saved.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Graphic design is my passion.
Yeah, no, stop. But it was really just a really bad layout. I was super socially awkward. I got up to Celadon City, and then it had, like summertime hit, and I was just like super distracted. I didn't really focus on recording that much. It wasn't a priority to me, and I think at the time I don't even remember. I don't even know if I was using XSplit or not to record. I think I was, because I think XSplit's the only thing I've really used at all. but it was just like the series was just. I look back at it and I cringe. I deleted all the videos for it. I don't have any of them. If I had them still, I would like 100%. I would upload it. I would upload all the parts I did record, like mushed together into like an hour-long compilation. It was because that's probably how long it lasted, really, of the series, and like just all of that, because it was just really cringy to me. If I would literally, if I still had it, make that a thing where once I hit like 1,000 subs, I would upload it. I would. It was like so bad, but I stopped doing it. I stopped uploading for a really long time, and it wasn't until December 29th of 2016 that I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking try this again. I want to try this again. So I did a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. That layout's also shitty. Very, very shitty. It's better than the Fire Red one, but it's still shitty. Because the Fire Red one, I'm pretty sure I used CS6 to as Photoshop for it. And it was so horrible. But come Emerald, I had gotten Photoshop illegally, but I got it. And I used that. And it was still a shitty layout, but it was still an improvement to the Fire Red one. I recorded episode 1. I think it's like 15 minutes. That's still up. Every episode of Emerald is up other than the grinding montages, because for some reason people were flagging it and copyright claiming it, even though I was using non-copyright music. But that was also like, it wasn't bad, but it also wasn't good, because I barely talked. I was really antisocial. At the time, I was still using a really bad mic. I just got this Blue Yeti literally like for my birthday just this last October. So my mic before, you can imagine, was really, really bad. And it was just not like, it wasn't good. So there was that, plus the fact that for some reason every time I recorded, I was stupid and didn't turn off my fan. So like you just hear the fan in the background the entire time, and it was really fucking annoying. I've learned at this point like to turn off my fan. I don't think I've had an episode of like anything with a fan on since Glazed, like halfway through, probably like the last couple episodes of Glazed, because it was in the middle of the summer. But Emerald really kind of set it off for me. It was very enjoyable, and I did very much did love it, and that was obvious because I'm pretty sure just after that, like literally not even like 5 minutes after I finished recording the final episode of Emerald, I started recording Fire Red Omega instantly. I loved it so much, and I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure in the time, so to kind of break it down, from the time of Fire, like from starting that first like the little Pokemon Showdown I uploaded to just before I stopped, or just when I stopped Fire Red the first time, I had gained 35 subscribers. By the end of Emerald, I was at 40-ish. And then I kept, like, I was growing slow, and I had no problem with that, if I'm being 100% honest. I was fine with it. It didn't really bother me. It doesn't bother me now that I'm growing slow. I appreciate every single person who's subscribed to me, but, like, the slow process, not really a big deal. Like, because, you know, numbers.
Numbers.
It happens. But,
I really do like that sometimes.
It really do. But like Emerald really kind of set it off for me. That was perfect, actually. But Emerald really set it off for me. I loved it, and ever since I've done more series than I can remember. Out of every single series I've done, the only one that I genuinely did not enjoy was Omicron, and that's only because Omicron kept fucking going. I loved. Yeah.
What about Uranium?
Uranium doesn't even like exist. We pretend it doesn't exist. It's a separate timeline. It's like the History of Trunks timeline, but like the History of Trunks timeline that wasn't explained, because it's the one that Cell came from. It's so bad that nobody talks about it. That's how. That's uranium.
So
Omicron's
bad
like,
that it destroyed humanity.
yeah,
The
basically.
uranium timeline is like I'm dead, and like, that's about it. I'm just dead.
Yeah.
It really do be like that
But-
sometimes.
Drew's like always doing soul links with Nick.
That is fucked. Triggering me. Anywho, but yeah, so fucking Emerald really kind of set it off for me. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't know why Fire Red didn't work out, because there were a lot of times where I was like, I kind of want to keep going with this, but then I was like, no. I remember the last episode of the Fire Red Nuzlocke being me getting to Celadon and evolving my Gloom into a Vileplume. That's the last thing I did. Like, I ended the episode there. I fucking evolved the Gloom to Vileplume. I took on Erica, and I ended the episode. That was it. I don't know why it didn't. I don't know why it didn't like inspire me to do it. I'm pretty sure I took a full like 6 months off from YouTube, and then I came back, and I was like, I love doing this, and I kept doing it, and now I'm where I am now, and I love it. So it's great.
So is that what you said? It's a sad story because you ditched a project, or?
I think it's kind of just a bad story because of the fact that I hate my own content sometimes.
I really do
genuinely,
like that.
if I'm being honest, actually, I actually I've enjoyed like every series I've done, and I'm proud of every series I've done. While I admit like Emerald, not exactly the best series. Same with Flora Sky. Flora Sky is another one that was like weird because I really kind of sped through it towards the end, and I don't know why I did. I just know that I did, and for some reason it just wasn't too enjoyable for me. But it was still a fun series. I still liked it. But like Fire Red Omega and Sacred Gold are two of the series that I am the most proud of, which is weird considering they were my second and third series. But like then there's like Gaia. I fucking loved Gaia. The thing that sucked about Gaia was the last like half of it I was sick. And I did a lot of bulk recording back then. Nowadays, I barely record now. I get like I always get at a minimum of 2 episodes up a week. I was supposed to record last night, but I like got so distracted ranting to people about stuff that I like it was like 11 by the time it ended, and I was just like, all right, I'm tired of shit, and I'm going to bed. But like obviously that's gonna change over the summer. I'm gonna get back into like the daily bulk recording, or at the very least having an episode for every day, or at the very least 5 days a week. So if we can get that, that'd be lovely, but I don't think it'll happen. But yeah, I'm happy with where I am right now. I'm happy that I did Emerald. I'm happy that I did Fire Red. Like, it's just, I'm just glad that I did it to begin with.
Oh,
All right,
alright.
Clint.
Should I go now? Or
Wait,
or
what?
is it
Bulbz.
Who wants to go?
my turn? Alright, I guess. Alright. So, I guess, so when it came to content, it was just like, I think, if anything, I think more of the content creators that, because like I do Smash content mainly. I might make videos more on like other games.
Yeah.
Like I might, but so I think the main channels that really like inspired me to do like more Smash content, or do Smash content in general. I was really a big fan of Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
I know he does like other things, but like I think like his channel really grew on Smash content, and
Yeah.
he does that. I'm pretty sure. And then there's also Lythero, and I think he actually like 100% made me want me to. He actually made me want to do my first ever montage, which is not even on the channel anymore. I got rid of like because it's not even that good. I was like, let's get rid of it.
Oh boy.
So that's I actually contacted YouTube saying, hey, can you just, because like I know you can get like if there's a video that you deleted, if you contact them, they might have it. They just might have it saved. And I contacted them and I never got a reply. I might tell them again. So like, hey, if you have this video, let me know. But because I just want to like look at my shitty editing.
Yeah. I like looking at mine just because I had a really shitty intro and it was really cringy.
I think I remember that.
No, no.
And then I think I have like a incomplete version of that video too.
Oh boy.
But it's like not all the way done. There's like a screen of black for like a minute at the end.
Oh good lord.
And then but like the inspiration of that video was probably Grandstanding for Glory, which I like just on my Theros like channel. I think it was like 3 or 4 videos. I think it was the second one that really got me into trying to do montages because it's just so funny, like how like he just does shit. And I just kind of went off that, and then I just kind of went, and then after a while, I don't know if because I know he's been going through a lot. I don't know if his channel's up anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, it is. So there's this person called Lollyshy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's it's an very odd name until we were like, oh yeah, I like his videos, and it's as bad as you think it is sometimes.
Oh boy.
But his editing is actually great, and he does Smash stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and like he did this one video, and it like the editing of it, like the editing quality of it really inspired me later on. But like after like my first montage, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on like shorts, and I think I kind of took like inspiration from Stylesix too, who's another Smash content creator.
Yeah.
And then like when I did more montages, they kind of just became their own thing. I think like after my third one, it became like its own mold where it's just like, oh, it's me and like whoever I play with, or like if people send me some replays that they want, then they'll be on the video, depending on like if it's like an actual good thing or not.
Yeah.
I'm actually I do critique replays that people send me if it's good or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of had to like delete things. But back to like the Lollyshy part, he inspired because like he had like a 13 or like a 10-minute long montage, and it like I was like, dude, I want to do something like that. So I started doing that I think last year. And here's the thing: here's to anyone who wants to make one fucking video that's over like over 5 minutes with all the shit ton of editing. Don't just don't. It's awful. It's actual agony.
I barely edit my videos now, dude. I put a layout on it and I'm done.
I think so. Like this was like a special. It was not just like a montage. It was actually like a special montage where it was like just me, and it was like highly edited. And when I got it out, I was glad. But going back and thinking about it, I would have probably rather edited it in Premiere and just add like more other special effects in After Effects.
Yeah.
Than doing it like I did then, because it was agony, especially because I didn't have a good computer, so I had to do it at school, like at my motion graphics class that had like the computers to do it.
Yeah.
So I had like 2 hours to edit that bitch, and then also work on schoolwork. So it was actually hell.
I couldn't.
And then I uploaded it, and then it was just, it was just awful. I mean, like the videos, like in my opinion, I think it's some of the better content.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
If you were doing that at like school computers, dude, I wish we had those kind of computers. Our school computers still use iCore 2 Duos as like a CPU. So you're not doing shit on that fucking computer, dude. It's horrible. Yeah. Like it takes 10 minutes. It takes like half an hour just for it to boot up. So yeah, it's kind of gross.
So, and then like this is like actually like, so like I also like started doing like mini montages, and then like I just kind of, I only did 2. I was going to do 3, but there's a reason why I'm not doing. I mean, I'm getting to get out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But Premiere is a dick and doesn't like my Elgato recordings, specifically only if it's recorded from the Wii U.
It just knows that the Wii U is shit, dude.
It does. I don't know why. And this is not like I thought maybe it's the Wii U. I think it's Premiere when it recently updated, and I don't know how to fix it. And this is a problem because like I was gonna do another like everyone montage where it's just like me and then everybody and then people who just can run replays.
Yeah.
The problem was like I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, an average one like that was gonna do, and then like Smash Switch is announced. I'm like, fuck. All right. So like, instead of like working on it and trying to get done as soon as possible, I'm probably gonna make that another like high, like very high in effort type of one.
Yeah.
I think I didn't really. This is actually my first time probably saying it because I actually kind of kept this that a secret. Like, this is like the last one. But like, I think when I look back at my channel, my problem is like, editing is like a lot for
Yeah.
me, and it's not because like 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 people can easily do it. But I think that's also probably why I want like. I tried streaming, but my internet was shit, so
Yeah.
I just didn't. But now I can.
Which is
Slightly.
good.
Yeah. I think overall, I think my channel was just like this random Smash content that some people would watch, and then I think it's just kind of its own weird mold.
Mm-hmm. All right, who's next, my boys?
I guess I'll go.
All right, Geoffrey.
All right,
So like some
Joffrey.
YouTubers that I watched a lot were like one of the first YouTubers I watched was Sugar Conway, and he does a bunch of games.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit, Connery's good.
So I used to watch him a lot, and I still do watch him sometimes, not all the time. But yeah, he's one of the like people that like plays a bunch of games and not just one game like Pokemon. Well, like YouTubers, they only play Pokemon. Like my favorite is probably Patters.
it. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. And then there's like Munching Orange, but he doesn't only do Pokemon. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He does some stuff. No. Then I just took inspiration from them and just played games whenever I can.
I mean, I personally don't see a problem with playing multiple games, like different kind of games. Like obviously there are people who try to separate their content. So like if somebody starts a channel that's all Pokemon, they make their own channel, like they make a channel separately for like all other games. Like I don't see a problem with that, but I also feel like it's kind of more of a hassle than it's worth.
Yeah.
I think it's like my biggest like even though I have no fucking like or I barely have any type of like ways to like help, or like I have not that much experience in like Let's Plays or playthroughs, but I think the thing about like Let's Plays and playthroughs, especially if you don't have commentary, is that you have like it's hard to make it entertaining, especially if you don't have commentary.
Yeah.
I think like and a lot of people like will upload things and be like wondering like, oh, like they'll just like upload like a fuck ton of playthroughs like daily, and it's just like, but like after a while like it just makes no sense unless it's like some type of like special game where it's like not an official game.
Yeah.
Like if it's a fan game, you can probably get away with that, or if it's like
Yeah.
if it's just some odd game, you can get away with no commentary.
Yeah.
And I think that's hard for people to to comprehend.
Yeah.
That
you're
you just gotta
entirely-
be just gotta be like creative with like what you're doing with like your content.
Yeah, cause like, comment like videos with like commentary, they make it like more interesting and more like different than from,
Yeah.
like the actual game, because like anyone can do that, but like you have to make it your own.
That's the thing, is like really to be a like content creator that does gaming, you kind of have to like have good commentary or like a personality people like.
And like Sugar Conroy, he does like a bunch of like he like does a bunch of research on the game and like helps people through the game, and that's like pretty good to like help people.
Let's talk
I think
about how
Chicago-
Clint's first video is a Terraria episode 1. I'm so bad at this.
Who's?
Clint.
Oh, that
And then,
reminds
it's
me
a,
because like
and then it's a bunch of Minecraft.
one of my favorite like things to watch is Peanut Butter Gamer. Something I like to watch, like his PUBG gameplay like series, like the hardcore, like the Minecraft hardcore, the Terraria hardcore, or like I think he's doing Starbound hardcore, which I'm just waiting for it to end to watch it all. I kind of binge watch those.
Yeah.
Is that it's like because like since like if you die once, like you just die, and it's kind of like treated like a Survivor-esque show. I think it's interesting. I've always just wanted to do it, but like I just like don't have everyone to like do either Terraria or Starbound, and I'm not gonna do Minecraft. No, just not. Just not.
Roblox.
But like I would totally no.
Oh no.
I would totally do Terraria or Roblox though, because like
Roblox is a natural
fucking
disaster
fun.
survival.
Okay, maybe it's not survival. I'm not gonna lie, like that mini game's actually kind of fun.
They have this,
It's a
they have
teensy
this
bit.
game where you blow up teams' towers. That's entertaining. I played that for a bit 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. One of the two.
Wait, doing what? Wait, what game is this?
There's like a game mode in Roblox where you blow up another different team's towers, and it's like very entertaining.
Nice.
I love terrorism.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up.
It
Franky,
is fucked up.
Franky, quick, please explain your YouTube past life and stuff. Quick before it gets bad.
Before, so I can pull the jaws, so I can pull Nick out of the jaws of controversy. Let me tell you my story. And I like this music right now because it's actually kind of fitting. So, I would say, being blind in my entire life, I always felt a little discriminated from my friends. So or anyone I knew at school, and a little bit to my family. So I just turned to the internet to get away from all of it. I liked Pokemon, that's all I knew, and I liked Mario, and I liked Nintendo-based stuff, and a little bit of like anime here and there. Dragon Ball Z was always my life. But I would say that my main inspiration spanned from 2009 roughly to about 2014.
Yeah.
The first person I ever watched was Chugga Conroy. More specifically, Super Mario Sunshine. Chugga Conroy. I'm like, this guy seems interesting. Because at the time, I was like, at the time, I wanted to show the world, like, I don't need no stupid commentator to enjoy my videos. I'll just watch the stupid video. Because it was the point where it's like it's a blind thing where people it's actually a really bad thing in partials that they want to feel almighty that they can still see and they're still blind. So you go through a phase where you just only want to depend on your eyes.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of that really quickly. Because Chugga, his commentary style was so cool. Because it was so casual. Like, here's like, this is Chugga going through the worst, like later on he said like he was going through the worst time of his life right now. And when I watched that myself, it was like I was going through a rough time in school. I didn't really care, and quite frankly, I was a troublemaker when I was little.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to believe. Like a lot of people say, "You, the troublemaker, you're like the most rule savvy and nice person ever." I'm like, no, I was an evil dick when I was little.
It happens.
Yeah, I was evil, man. People hated me. Teachers hated me, and nowadays teachers love me. But anyway, Chugga Conroy was a big inspiration because of that. And then later on, I remember a vivid memory, like maybe 2 or 3 days before Thanksgiving of maybe 2009 or 2010. I don't remember. I just remember falling asleep to him playing Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
It was a fun time. It was like Chugga was really nice. Chugga sounded nice. He seemed nice, and he was playing Mario, so that was fun. And then after a bit of time, I fall out of YouTube, and it was the time where you could still just watch it from the account, without the account, blah blah blah. So I came back in later on, and like I fell off for like 4 years because I was in the midst of watching actual TV. Does anyone remember TV?
No.
Nope.
Where WWE took over my life for a while. Blah, blah, blah. Brock Lesnar. Fast forward 2011, give or take 2011 or 2012. Or actually 2013 to be more in fact. I make my YouTube channel, which that's a whole nother story and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, long story short, I come up with the username of Collab Fire Blast. I'll leave it at that. And I was like, who was that one guy I really liked when I was little? And I was like, what if I just type in Super Mario Sunshine? And then sure enough, Chugga came up like, that's who it was. And then after that, I just remember just watching him over and over again, just having fun.
Yeah.
And then at this time where I got back into Pokemon, I think I was in the midst of playing White 2.
Ugh.
And then later onto the height. I know you don't like Gen 5, I'm sorry. But after a while, I found after a little bit, I just kind of fell out again until the summer of 2013, where I discovered Shady Penguin.
Oh, hell yeah.
So what I remember specifically was a Wi-Fi battle where he had a Trevenant on his team. And at this time, I was like, this seems interesting enough, where I would still use my computer to watch YouTube videos. Like, I would try it. Like, at this point, I just kind of accepted blindness, so I just listened to it. And I just got a little amusement from just, quote-unquote, looking at the screen and just trying to watch what I could. And I was like, well, all right. And then I just happened to watch Shady one day, and then he's doing a versus with Hoodlum Scrafty. I'm like, this guy seems interesting. Let me go over. Find out Hoodlum Scrafty has the mouth of a fucking sailor. I'm like, thank you. Non-PG guys, I'll take that. Then after that, he does a Wi-Fi battle with the King Nappy. I was like, this seems like another cool guy. And then after a while, I'm like, then I go back to Shady, and then he does a Five Nights at Freddy's versus with Nate Wants to Battle. I'm like, all right then. Who's this guy? Go over to his channel, and he's a music channel. I'm like, that's cool. It's all about video games too. And he has his playthroughs of Pokemon. That's fun. And then after a bit, I go back to Chica Conroy. He starts doing an Animal Crossing New Leaf playthrough, which at the time I was semi pissed off because I didn't care about this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Animal Crossing. Where's the goddamn Pokemon series? And then after a bit, I was like, done. And then then one day, like, the trailers for Breath of the Wild were coming out. It was the summer solstice where a Breath of the Wild trailer dropped. And I just remember, okay, maybe check out upload it today, because he did the holidays in Animal Crossing. He did like daily content for about a year and a half, and then he did all the holidays. And then I was like, oh wait, there's an event on the summer solstice. Let's see if he uploaded. So I typed in his name, and then this vlog channel comes up, and the name of the vlog channel is Steven Vlog. I was like, and then I click it, and I'm like, and it's a video, in the first few minutes, it's like, hello everyone, welcome to Tuesday, and today we're going to go see Chugga Conroy. I was like, wait, so I can actually see his face? Count me in! So then I fast forward, and then I pause the video, and then I see what Chugga really looks like. I'm like, that's what he looks like? Wow, he's a nerd.
Me?
Yeah, he's a fucking nerd, because he was wearing a polo shirt, his hair was cut. He was wearing a polo shirt, khaki jeans, belt, and his hair was cut somewhat neat, but mostly like somewhat kind of grown out, kind of like what my hair is usually.
Yeah.
Like, I can get used to this. Subscribe, and then I just spiraled from there. So I would say a good chunk of the Pokemon community. That's what started it all. But what it really came was. I just remember watching a lot of Chugga's old content. Zelda and Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I was never the most confident individual in my past to this day, but just seeing Chugga having so much fun with Pokemon and Zelda, I thought I could do my own like little mini videos, and then here and there I picked up J-Wits and other PokeTubers. Honestly, and a bunch of other random things, I'm like, I guess I can kind of do this. Yeah, my first video is a fucking catastrophe with Fraps that is unlisted now, or at least it will be in a few minutes, because there's no way in hell I'm letting anyone see that bullshit. Yeah. And then it just kind of spirals. I always said from the beginning, this is not a Pokemon channel. This is a variety channel. Mm-hmm. Because that's literally been my life. This is called Checkup. This is where the promise of checkups come in. I've always played different games. Zelda, Mario, Grand Theft Auto, Dragon Ball Z games. I've dabbled in here and kind of everything. And then really Chugga Conroy and Steven also does a Let's Play channel. And I just remember thinking I could do that. I could probably not do it as well because of the blind factor, but I could do that.
Yeah.
So Pokemon just kind of kicked it off from there. And then Nappy used to do Wonder Trade Wednesday, and I was like, and he's after a while, you could tell he didn't have fun with it. But in the first few streams, you could tell he definitely had fun streaming. I was like, can you imagine streaming for an audience that big? So that's after a while, what was it, this year that last year that the YouTube live feature came up on mobile?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, my cousin's going to jail. So I lost my editor, and I don't know that many people, or at least I didn't know that many people at the time, when I was making content.
Yeah.
And so at first I had my cousin help me before he's going to jail. Went back again. And I was like, bullshit my way through what I can do. So Animal Crossing, Pokemon, GTA, Zelda. It was fun. And then now where I stand is probably for streaming. This is another thing here. Apple Code. I don't know how many of you know of Cody, but it was this time roughly last year where I met him, or 2 years ago, excuse me. I gotta remember, this is 2018 now.
Yeah.
And he would stream on Twitch, and then later on stream on YouTube. And I thought, well, why not? Pokemon. I've always liked Pokemon. Let's see what happens. And the YouTube live feature came out, and I've been streaming ever since. And through the months, excuse me, I've met plenty of friends via Gabe and everyone else here.
Yeah.
And so I've made and lost a lot of friends, and hell, out of it, I got myself a girlfriend. So
yeah,
I would say that my YouTube career has been pretty good. Would I keep going on this for financially? I sincerely doubt it. Because I'm still gonna face this, especially as I get older. I'm definitely gonna be facing discrimination as the 20-year-old blind dude who's playing Pokemon, and his camera quality is as shit as it is already.
Yeah.
I'm 18 right now, but when I go to college, which is going to be absolutely more insane, I don't imagine I would ever do this as a job. But I would imagine at least I keep doing this for fun. Besides, as soon as I bail out of anything, my friends are gonna hunt me down if I don't communicate with anyone.
Yeah.
So there's that. So I would say I had fun. Pretty good.
I honestly, I don't like the mindset idea of expecting this, and by this I mean YouTube, to become a sort main career. It's just I don't see it happening. I really don't. What can I see it possibly just being a little side gig of income? Yeah, but it's always gonna just be a hobby for me and something that I love to do. I'm never going to expect it to be my main source of income. Would I like that to be a thing? I would love for this, for YouTube to be my main source of income, but I know it's not gonna happen. It's just it's not gonna happen. I personally believe I clearly joined too late in the game for this to become a viable place of income. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying. Do I want to grow my community? Of course I do. Everyone wants to. It's just not always gonna be my main focus where I'm dropping everything for growing my community. Or at the very least, I'm not gonna drop everything important to where I'm growing my community in scummy ways, in selfish scummy ways. I'm still gonna try to grow my community because I really want to be able to be somebody that people enjoy watching. Exactly. I'm not gonna focus solely on the numbers. I'm not gonna use people for them. I'm not going to I'm not gonna do that kind of stuff. But I'm still gonna want to grow my community. That's still always gonna be something that I want to do. It's just that it's not every 5 seconds I'm like, yeah, I need my community's not big enough. Because I appreciate every single person who subscribed to me. Out of all of the 271 people that are, for some reason, subscribed to some loser who plays Pokemon, like, I appreciate each and every one of you. And what do I think I'm gonna, like, get from this in the future? I definitely really genuinely think that I can do good things on YouTube. I'm not saying I'm gonna do good things that are making me a shit ton of money, but I want to be somebody, like, I want to be an inspiration. I want to be somebody people can relate to and, like, stuff like that. I want to be somebody that people enjoy watching videos like, from, because that's just what I enjoy doing. I enjoy being able to express myself like I do on YouTube. I've expressed myself on YouTube more than I have, like, anywhere else. I've grown very like, if I'm being 100% honest with you, YouTube has made more of an impact on my thinking of what I want to do when I grew up out of anything else. I've wanted to do, like, computer programming and stuff like that. I've wanted to do 3D animation. But, like, I really enjoy doing, like, editing. I really like editing. And I don't know if I want to, like, have my, like, what I want to do in the future change to be editing instead of, like, animation and stuff like that. I really don't know. Like, I'm not sure what I want to do. And that's kind of because of the fact that, like, there's so many things I enjoy doing. I honestly, I just said not too long ago, literally like 2 days ago, how I didn't really think that I would really want to do, like, GFX as any kind of professional thing, but it's really something I enjoy doing one way or the other. And, like, same with editing. I love editing. That, like, the whole reason that Prism has that little intro is because I like being able to do the editing for it. I love it. It's so much fun. And, like, I want to be able to do stuff like that for each series I do. Whether it's, like, having just some kind of, like, cold open kind of thing, or something like that. A cold open would be kind of cool. Or just take something that happens later on in the episode and show that for, like, a couple seconds, like a minute or something at most, and like put that in the front. Yeah, like a preview. Or again, just like a recap, because the recap thing seems to have, like, doing the recap for Prism has been well received, very well received, and that kind of surprised me, if I'm being honest. But it's so much fun to do, and I just love being able to do the editing. What I want out of my, like, YouTube quote unquote career is to be able to continue to grow my community, be able to inspire people like I was inspired, and to be able to kind of help other people inspire, like, be inspirations to other people. That's what that's kind of what I've done so far.
I want to jump off of this now. Springboard off of this, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Because that's kind of what I've done. I've encountered a slew of people. A slew of people that I would say are not the most stable.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, because of that, a lot of people have been, quite frankly, toxic to me.
Yeah.
They've affected me in negative ways. They've brought out the worst of me, the side that my parents, my friends, my home friends here, and my teachers noticed. And that I realized that corruption is a thing. And
yeah.
It's absolutely.
It's terrible, and especially if you're someone like me who's very prone to, I would say, give my heart on a silver platter to anyone.
Me.
I've been hurt by so many people on this platform.
Yeah.
And at the same time, there's been people who I've given the same silver platter to who are more than happy to take it and then just roll with me.
Yeah.
And for that, I've been forever grateful, because at first there's been people who I half-heartedly gave it to, who I was like, well, we'll see what happens here. And then they turn out to be some of the best friends I ever have.
Yeah.
And then for others, there's moments where I wish I could help you. Like, I'm a very emotional person. I would say I think more with my heart than what I do with my brain. I've said that many a time on some of my streams.
Yeah.
And I've made like 3 or 4 career switches possibilities in my life so far in this year. At first I was like, I want to be a lawyer because Phoenix Wright, because fuck you, that's why.
Yeah.
Then I was like, maybe a radio DJ? Like, because I joined a radio club. And then I was like, maybe some kind of, I don't know, some type of top, maybe like a comedian. That's not going to work out. And then I think where I stand now is some type of psychology-based thing, or something where I can professionally talk to people. Like, talk to people just to see what's wrong. Because I've learned the power of someone just listening to you.
Yeah.
Because I've had a bad experience happen to me in early January, where I had a friend violently ripped away from me. Pretty much mostly because of my own fault. And I'm still semi-living with that guilt today.
Yeah.
But literally what triggered this kind of career want is because I was streaming Platinum, which was some of the most fun I've ever had. And I still remember the comment to this day. Because I was still the guilt was still eating at me. And he was like, it was my friend, bless his heart. But I'm not going to say his name just for the sake of this, because I don't want him to feel bad. But he was like, don't worry, Frankie, everything's going to be okay when she comes back. And at that time, I was in the middle of the Snow Point City gym, and I just finished the gym. I legitimately heard that comment with my voice reader, dropped my phone on my DS, and just started crying. And I was like, at the time, I wanted to scream at him, like, you don't know that! You don't know what you're talking about! She's never coming back! And then at this point, I kind of made a silent vow to myself at the beginning of this. I was like, I'm never gonna cry on YouTube. I see all these people crying, it feels terrible. I'm never gonna cry on this. And then that happened. And then, after a while, just more and more crap goes down, where I just find myself in tears more times than I care to count. One was a purely selfish reason, that one instance there, and the others are because of a friend. And I was like, and that's where my thing of I wish I knew how to help came in, because I have some friends who are dealing with their own issues, and I legitimately have the guy mentality. I want to try to fix this. Tell me, how do I help? How do I help you?
That's like one of the things with YouTube is like, I see the people who like comment saying how much like content creators can help them in their bad times, and like I want to be able to do that, because like I'm one of those people who, for those of you who don't know, and by that I mean for those of you who have just met me, my personality is is very, I guess you could say, standoffish. I genuinely will act like an asshole to people, as people that I'm close with, but like people that I'm not so close with, I'll still make like comment, like the snarky comments from time to time, but I know to keep my like boundaries of limits and stuff. And but like
jokes.
Exactly. See, Franky can see where this is going.
For the viewers, I'm smiling right now.
Franky sees where this is going. But anywho,
motherfucker,
it's,
I just saw that.
Yeah. No, you didn't. But yeah, like I all jokes aside, all comments aside, I genuinely care about people. Like, unless you give me a reason not to, I will care about a person.
that's literally what I was getting to. Because of that, I have those same friends. Like, honest to God, I've told some of my online friends more than I've ever told any of my friends, my family.
Me.
And it's literally because I may not be able to see them, both literally and again for the obvious reason.
Yeah.
But there's just something where you can find someone you trust.
Yeah.
And for me, I've told people this in the past. I've had my sense of trust taken from me, shattered, burned, and scattered to ashes through the wind when I was 12 years old.
My flashbacks are hitting. Continue.
And
Oh my god.
I just met so many people that, not knowing, they've helped me rebuild my sense of trust.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm essentially giving a stranger all this information. I don't know what they're gonna do. They can blackmail me with it. They can totally do that. Because they know I'd be terrified of that kind of information got out.
Exactly.
They can do anything they want. They have all the power, but no one's done it to me. And I've become a better person. That's really it. All those people can say online relationships, this kind of brings back to episode 1, can say are fake. But with my experiences, everything's just been good. I'm happier. I'm definitely more confident, even though I might say I'm a coward, even though I am a coward, but I'm definitely way more confident than I am. And I would just say I'm a better person because of all this.
Honestly, YouTube's just such a good outlet for people. Like, a lot of content creators have their own issues they've dealt with, or things like that. And it's just such a good way to, like, even, like, for me personally, like, I've had a lot of issues, stress, anxiety, depression, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube helps with that. Being able to express myself in ways I usually can't, whether it's because I'm too afraid to, or it's considered, like, or people I talk to don't consider it, like, appropriate. Like, YouTube doesn't, I don't have that limit on YouTube. I can act however I want. Like, and people genuinely enjoy it. So, it's kind of like, it's a good thing. Bulbz, Clinty, do you...
Okay. So, do I consider YouTube a job? I think, like, when I first started, I was like, it was, like, probably, like, 50%. Like, I would say, yeah. I'd probably say, like, 10% chance, no, I'm not going to continue YouTube as a job. But it's still give me, like, how I use it. Like, it's an outlet for me. Just, like, to express myself. I definitely know what I'm going to do. I'm, like, I think, like, the first thing I'm going to do, that's probably going to be, like, a job-ish, is that I'm actually working on that. And I'm working on a game. And the thing about it is that, like, not just going to try to make it a game. It's a game that, like, it's a game that, like, just from, like, platformer, like, every type of platformer that I liked, or action platformer, I want to mix it in something like that, but also have, like, the feeling that I had when, like, being used, and then finding people who are, you know, better off for you. So, like, you know, I feel like people just need to remember that, and like, I think, like, a good way to do that is, like, an outlet is through games, because, like, you know, people connect easily with characters from, like, you know, from series better than they sometimes do with people in real life.
Yeah.
It's because, you know, they're not real, and, you know, you see what they go through. So I think, because, like, I do have a story, and it's not the best story. I was used, and when I do think of it, it is kind of fucked up, because there's people I'm friends with who I fucked over, and they don't even know it, and it's hard for me, like, to actually tell them, because the guilt is actually eats at me.
Yeah.
And it's probably, like, the most agonizing thing I've dealt with today. And I just gotta, like, I think a good way to do that is, like, through that game that I have an idea of.
Yeah.
That it's well, like, thought out for me, or it's not well, like, in my head I have it, like, well thought out, but, like, now I just gotta make it into, like, a reality, and then, you know.
Yeah.
But for YouTube, I'm still definitely gonna be around. I'm not gonna It's not like make game, never be on YouTube. Fuck this place now. If anything, I'd probably be more on Twitch because I think Twitch is a bit more expressive for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it. For me, at least.
Clinty boy.
I don't really know. I'm probably just gonna do it for like, I don't know, like I'll just like do a few videos here and there and see how it is. But definitely not like for money or anything. Not possible.
It's all about those numbers, my boys. But like,
right?
It's all like, in all seriousness, like, I really feel like just, YouTube is always going to be an outlet for me. It always will. Like, even if, like, there's a chance, in the smallest chance, that I stop doing YouTube out of nowhere, it will always be something I come back to as an outlet. Just because of, like, I've never had a, like, bad memory on YouTube that destroys every good one I've had. I've had quite literally maybe one bad memory of stuff that's happened on YouTube, and that's been dealt with. It's done and it's over. It's a meme now. Like, it's literally a meme. And like I said, I've said this off, like, behind the curtains kind of stuff, but like, if that certain issue were to come up to where the situation could potentially be put behind us, but in the past, like, all things forgiven, I would take it. Would I trust it 100%? Probably not, because I have major trust issues, just like with all things that I've dealt with. But I would be willing to give it a shot. I'd be willing to see how it goes. Like, I 100% would. So I really don't think YouTube will ever be a bad place for me. It will always be it'll always be kind of like, I can't even say second home because I have like 80 million different homes, but it's definitely still like a home in a way. I've met a lot of great people on it. I've been inspired by a lot of great people, and I hope to be able to inspire people myself. And if I can do that, then I'll know that I've really made it. Like, I don't need millions of subscribers to make it. I don't need money to make it. If I can even inspire like one person, I've made it. That's all I want out of YouTube. All I want is to be able to be what inspired me to do YouTube. I want to be somebody's inspiration. And when I can do that, then I'll know that I've done what I've wanted. When I can make sure that I do whatever it takes to help my friends feel like they've made it on YouTube, then I will do it. The people I've met on YouTube, especially since I've been doing Pokemon, have been some of the greatest people I've ever met. Joe, Gavin, Scott, JJ Crow, all of them. Like, all of them have been amazing. Like, they're all amazing people. Like, Gabe, Cody, all of them. Like, all of them in some way or another help me keep pushing to continue doing this, because of just how much they help, like, keep me inspired to do it. And I hope that someday I can return the favor. I really do. Like, everyone I've met, everyone I've ever talked to on YouTube, whether you're a YouTuber or just a viewer, you have helped me one way or another. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but you have. And you guys, like, I don't think I can thank you guys enough. Really. I really don't think I can.
Can I add something?
Go for it.
So, I go where you are in the terms of that's what I hope to gain out of this. But I also want something else. I don't want there to be a single person to ever say, you know what, fuck you, Frankie, I wish I never met you. If whatever reason I somehow get ripped from someone, which I've already did, but in a more on-hands approach, for instance, not being ripped away from me, but like someone just leaves. They're like, this has been fun, and I would only hope that someone would say, I'm glad to meet you. I was glad to be able to meet you, Frankie. And say, or like for someone to be I don't think it's every day where someone will meet a blind dude who plays Pokemon. And at that, a blind dude who plays Pokemon who's not a complete douchebag.
Yeah.
I'm flawed. I'm fully aware of that. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best person, but I would say at least I'm a decent person. And there's like two big dreams that I have. One is to, for instance, I hope I impacted someone's life. And then there's the point where a little bit of I don't know for me if it's called a completely hopeless dream, but one thing is I at least want to hope to meet somebody out of this whole experience.
Yeah.
Meet someone like, I don't know, randomly, like at an airport, downtown Chicago, just be able to run into someone and say, hey, aren't you, I'm going to use you, Nick. I'm like, hey, like, Nick! Like, just randomly rock up to you and then just be able to shake someone's hand, give someone a hug, and just say, you're real. You're a real person.
Yeah. I would kill for that. Like, that's one of the things I want. That's why I want to go to, like, PAX East. I want to be able to, you know, meet the people that, like, meet some of the people that I have met through YouTube, the people who have inspired me, you know, stuff like that. Like, I want to be able to make that kind of difference to people. I want to be those people, not with, like, the numbers they have, just with the, like, heart that they have, like, not even the personality, just, like, their heart, to be able to have that aura of inspiration. That's all I want out of YouTube. I want to be somebody's inspiration.
Whew. Yep. And hell, being a little more selfish on this. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Like, do you guys think that YouTube has kind of helped let people express themselves in ways they've never been able to? Because I definitely think so.
Yeah.
I would say in the beginning, yeah. Beginning to middle of YouTube, yes.
We don't count now. We don't count now. Doesn't count. Doesn't matter. Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
if we don't
Nope.
count now.
Nope. We don't talk about it.
Okay, if we don't talk about now, then yes, that point is completely valid. There's so many other sites that censor different beliefs. You look left, well, I look right. I think up, you think down. YouTube, unless you're a dick about it, there's no one here that will judge you or will shut you down for thinking or acting in a different way or creating content. There's no one that will shut you down. You can do whatever the frick you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And for some people, you get rewarded for it. That's great. For being you. You can see when someone's being fake. It's so obvious and it's so hard to watch.
Yeah.
When someone is putting on this persona, this over-glorified, man, this is me, but in actuality, I'm stabbing puppies in a basement. That's probably an over-dramatized version, but you know what I mean.
Stabbing backs.
Stabbing backs, burning bridges, calling people fake.
Yeah.
Burning ice.
Stop this.
Get your icicle scrapers, fellas. You know what we're doing. We're scraping icicles.
Bulbz, Clint, isn't that a little...
No.
Oh, come on. People know my vendetta right at this point.
People know my vendetta. Oh my god. That was the best. That was the best thing that I've ever heard. That's the best quote of these fucking podcasts. It doesn't matter what we say from this point on. Nothing beats that. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. If I ever make a compilation of, like, year 2 of YouTube, that's on it. That's on it. It doesn't matter.
Just 200 subs thing, dude.
Oh my god. But, like, I think YouTube has definitely helped with people being able to express themselves, and I hope that we can continue to help inspire people to express themselves.
I hope we can get back to old YouTube, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen, and as much as I wish it would, old YouTube's gone, and it's probably not coming back. So
Because it's all about, like, money and ad revenue.
yeah, everything's ad revenue nowadays. Like, obviously, if anything, YouTube at this point is only really good for 2 groups of people. The people who have been here long enough that they have the ad revenue, they have all that, and don't have to worry about it. And the people,
lucky son of a bitch.
the lucky people, I guess, kind of fit into that too. And then there's the people who aren't doing this for a job. Because if you're not doing this for a job, you can do it and enjoy it and not be worrying about like going bill to bill. Like the people who are trying to do this as a job or are currently doing this as a job and getting screwed over because of how YouTube's been changing, it sucks. And as much as we all wish old YouTube would come back, it's not gonna. And maybe if we're lucky, if we were incredibly lucky, it will. But it's probably not gonna happen. And that's unfortunate. But the best we can do is to continue to push. And continue to like push through it. And continue to like show people that we can still express ourselves. We can still be by creators for creators if we continue to push. If we continue to fight, I think YouTube will eventually realize that what they're doing is like not what the people want, and hopefully they will eventually listen.
They act like they're listening.
They act like it, but when they actually listen, that's when we know our job's been done.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as there's breath in my lung, hope in my heart, and a little bit of stubbornness left in me, I know I'm gonna be doing it for years on end. Especially if I can still have people like you guys still around me.
I really don't think I'm gonna leave the idea, like the field of content creation. Whether that means that I stay on YouTube or move on to something that'll eventually rival YouTube, or move to Twitch. Because I had mentioned not too long ago that if Twitch were to push the ability to upload just regular videos more, they could easily take out YouTube. They really could. Like, it wouldn't be that hard, really.
I mean, for me, the blind card comes in again. Twitch is not accessible.
That's
Twitch
the problem,
is really not. It's not user-friendly. It's not blind-friendly. That's really, honest to God, if it wasn't for that, I probably would not be on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have just springboarded off of YouTube because of that. Over to Twitch.
When Twitch becomes a lot more user-friendly and all that, it will be like the biggest rival YouTube will ever see. But for now, it's just the friendly competition between the two. But I think with like that, it's just kind of, you know, depending.
It's also because Twitch actually cares.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not like they care more than they care a bit more than YouTube does, but obviously it's still like the same thing of business mentality, doing what they gotta do.
Help with like some of the streamers and giving them certain like perks.
No, what's really cool is that they care enough that if you have bad history somewhere else, they will not give you partnership. They will actually, if anything, try to push you out. Twitch, I feel, has a conscience. Like, they actually know. And what's something else is, like, if you're small and you don't really know what you're doing, you can contact Twitch. My friend, the Pharaoh, shameless plug here, but he started from nothing. He met a couple people, and now he's almost and he's, like, I think he, like, 200 some followers in. It's insane. He was struggling on YouTube, he was doing all the work he could over on YouTube, and he was being rewarded with ads. Over here on Twitch, he's been the happiest I've ever seen him in the longest time.
Yeah.
And because of it, he's just grown. Granted, I don't talk to him because we kind of had a bit of a falling out a few weeks ago, but I'm still happy for him.
Yeah.
And I hope he knows that.
I know that, like, Twitch is probably gonna soon kind of become the big thing, and I do think that YouTube is starting to fall from its pedestal a little bit. It's still gonna obviously it's still gonna hold strong for a decent amount of time, but I think it's inevitable that it will fall.
Yeah, unless YouTube does something really stupid in these next few years, they're clinging on there.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, it's like every time you swear, we ban you for a week.
Yeah.
I think if someone were to fuse YouTube and Twitch into like their own type of like video and streaming platform, they would actually take them both down. Because there's things about Twitch that you could argue about. People don't like that you can't use PayPal on Twitch because it's all, because Amazon and
Yeah.
that's an actual thing. So you can't subscribe if you're only out, online payment is through PayPal.
Yeah.
You can't, if you were to fuse the simplicity of like super chats and what do you call it? Or like, I think maybe if, like, example, if Streamlabs decided to make it their own streaming service and video posting service, they would probably take in a shit ton of,
Yeah, they probably
revenue.
would. They really probably would. I think, like, YouTube will continue to be what it is. And I definitely think that's the case.
Yeah.
It will very much so stay where it is. And I am fine with that. But I also, like, hope that it can make it with where it is at the moment. Because once it can, like, there's no stopping. There's, like, if it can get back to where it was, there's no stopping YouTube. Like, if it gets back to its former glory, it's going to stay there for a very long time. Like, a very, very, very long time. So I really think that YouTube will hopefully pull it through. I'm confident, and, like, I'm gonna be positive for once in my life, but I think YouTube can make it through. So, Clint's Discord's glitching, grip. But I think, like, with that, we're probably going to end the podcast here. You guys say it was probably a good time to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I had fun.
It was a pretty good talk, if you ask me. But I think with that, we are going to be getting out of here. Make sure you guys all do go subscribe to Bulbz, Franky, and Clint. Their links should be all in the description down below. If not, I'm gonna be pissed off. But
I know. I think I saw me and Franky.
I need Clinty.
Me, Franky, and no Clint.
I need Clint. Hold on. We will get Clint. We will get. God damn it. Okay, we'll get Clint. Don't even worry about it, boys. Do. Clint. There we go. Okay, anywho, yes. All of us are going to be in the descriptions down below, my boys. But with that, we're going to be getting out of here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for stopping by into the stream. But with that, we are done. So, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm PCBloodMaster, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.